Now I will take your beautiful segue that I crushed on.
Your space FNAF?
Yes.
Because that's literally still from the trailers. All I can think is it's just space Five Nights at Freddy's.
Bingo. Okay.
Is it really?
All right. So here are my two immediate takeaways from this game. Here are my two immediate takeaways. Number one, I have died a lot. That is the first one. And number two, if you are listening to this podcast right now, Lighthearted Gamers episode 61, and you do not think that Metroid Dread is worth $60 just because it is a 2D, 3D game, then you are fucking wrong, and you need to go reevaluate this game and actually give it a shot. And that is the intro, boys. This is honestly a phenomenal game. What Space Five Nights at Freddy's, that's pretty accurate, man. I fucking hate the Emmys so much. The moment I see an Emmy door to walk through, I'm like, oh no, come on, man. I'll walk the door, I kind of stand there for a second, I'm like, I don't hear it yet. Take a few more steps, and I'll like see the little red dot, like just kind of going all over the radar. I'm like, oh shit, and I'll just immediately start running. Fuck those things. Those things scare the shit out of me.
Can you even fight them, or do they just outright kill you?
They'll outright kill you.
That sucks.
So the way Adam, which is your ship, you can connect to him through multiple network points throughout the facility.
Okay.
The way he describes it to you is there is a 99% chance that you will die. So just run. I love Adam, man. I love Adam's brutal nature behind this. But there is a chance to counter. It is a very small little window where if you hit the counter button, you can actually stun it and escape. But in terms of fighting it, you as you get to certain points, you do get the Omega Cannon, which can kill it. But obviously, you have to go through the whole section and do this and that before you get that upgrade. And once you fire, and destroy the Emmy and with the Omega Cannon's full blast, it goes offline. So it's a one-off. You kill the Emmy and you move on. There are seven Emmys in the game that you need.
What happens if you miss?
Well, it's gonna grab you and it's gonna stab you in the throat and it's gonna say game over, because I found that out.
Oh, so if you miss, it's just game over?
I mean, yeah, because it's just going to kill you.
Okay.
I mean, at that point, you can... Now, see, I don't think the Omega Cannon... Now, and, I get your question. So, I don't think the Omega Cannon will actually go away if you, fire a full blast and let's say, miss or something and run away. You'll still have it. Because it'll pretty much go away. Because pretty much once you get that Omega Cannon, the game recognizes, okay, you're going to kill an Emmy. I mean, gotcha. I could be wrong because that hasn't happened to me. I've only killed 2 Emmys and I haven't, horribly missed. The first one was very straightforward to kill because he didn't have any plating, so you just shoot him in the core and he's dead. The second one, you have to use the Omega Blaster with its standard blast and just continuously fire at its head to destroy the plating, to then shoot the core with it, and then it just goes away. But I mean, you also get some other upgrades to help you out, because I just now got the stealth, the cloaking, so I can use that to escape Emmys. Now, if they bump into you, you're still fucked. So dodge them. And the cloaking obviously only works for a certain time. And there's only certain areas, like I said, when I mentioned Emmy door, there's only those certain sections. I mean, it's a special white door. As soon as you see it, you're like, all right, that's an Emmy zone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and once the Emmys are, and the Emmy zones are kind of creepy. I thought it was my TV at first, and then I realized it was just the Emmy zone, because once you go in there, it's the screen gets really kind of grainy. And I thought it was my TV at first, because I like my games bright.
Yeah,
I go pretty high in brightness, so I thought that was it. And then I realized once I get into another zone, it was back to normal. Okay, it's just the zones. That's a nice little touch. The music changes, everything changes in the Emmy zones. That's pretty cool. Now, I will.
Does it change for each Emmy, or is it pretty standard?
It's standard, at least for the 2 that I've encountered. Now, all the Emmys are different.
Gotcha.
I can't say that. Now, one thing that I do want to address with this game that I've seen a lot of people ask is you don't have to have played the previous 4 games before this to jump into this one. Okay, for 2 reasons. One, do what I did and just go watch a recap video on YouTube, because there are certain aspects about it that I just don't remember. I've never been big into Metroid. I've enjoyed them, so I did just go watch a 11-minute recap video. Very entertaining. Shout out to the baby Metroid, true MVP. But also, this game literally gives you a pretty good recap at the start of the game.
So this is actually part of the chronological series?
Yes.
I thought it was just a one-off.
No, this is considered Metroid 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it goes Metroid / Metroid Zero Mission, because Zero Mission was the remake. Goes that, and then Samus Returns / Metroid 2, and then it goes Other M, which was on the Wii, and then I think it goes Metroid Fusion, and then this one. Okay. I think that was the order. I think Other M was the third one, which also, for reference, for people that don't know, when I mentioned Atom, your ship that you can connect to the network, Atom is your new ship that you get in Fusion, I believe is what it was. Your old ship got destroyed. Atom is the name of like one of your former commanders that does die in Other M. So that, and some of his like personality kind of even gets uploaded into this AI, whatever. So as Adam is like talking to you, and I've kind of noticed in this game, it's very noticeable in Fusion from what I saw in my recap video. But in this game, it's even noticeable because, like I said, Adam flat out says, "Yeah, it's 99% chance you're gonna die, so just run, just survive at all costs. Like, don't do anything else." But I mean, the game it's a ton of fun. It may be a 2D game, but it is a beautiful 2D 3D game. Like the transition between, it's so quick. The load times are damn near non-existent, which is really nice because as you're fighting enemies and stuff, it'll go from like a 2D to like behind Samus kind of moment when you're trying to fire the Omega Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Like the transitions between cutscene to just 2D 3D mode is fucking flawless, and it looks awesome. Watching Samus go around and stuff looks awesome. It's a 3D game that's just in 2D side scroll play.
Yeah.
I fought two bosses. Neither of them were overly difficult. One was the Eye. The Eye wasn't really that hard. I don't know what it's exactly called. The other one was like this scorpion tail thing. That thing was kind of fucking annoying. And that also had a kick-ass cutscene too. The cutscenes are awesome. I've loved every cutscene that I've come across, because when it came to like the scorpion tail cutscene, dude, it was just savage in my opinion. Where it's just like, damn, Samus, you're a bad bitch. Let's go. It's like, you had it on the ropes where it's dead, and it's like shooting the cutscenes like from the front of him.
Okay.
And you see Samus behind him, and Samus's entire stance changes where she's like, ready to go, just kind of stands up, like, just kind of leans back like, oh yeah, you're dead. And she just kind of walks over to the side. You see her gun start charging up. She just stops, just holds it up, fires one time, jumps in the air, and then superhero landings. And I'm like, damn, Samus, bad bitch. Let's go. But no, it is actually a really phenomenal game. If you've never played a Metroid game, I still think this is 100% worth a pickup if you're wanting to try Metroid, because like I said, it gives you the recap that you need to know. If not, just go watch the video on YouTube. That'll give you the recap that you need to know.
Hey, Alex, question for you. If I remember correctly, these enemies are all different colors, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever thought that Samus is the bad person here, and that this is just a very weird game of Among Us?
Oh,
and you're the traitor?
I could be. I could be. I've only killed a white one, and I'm now fucking dealing with the green one. I don't like that green one. He's a fucking that enemy zone's annoying the fuck out of me right now. I don't like that green one. No, those enemies are annoying as hell, but that's a good thought. But no, I mean, this game is really good. I imagine from what I've seen across the board, diehard Metroid fans that have waited for Metroid Dread specifically for the past 20 years, because Dread was teased like 20 years ago.
Was it really?
It was in game.
Dang.
It was in game. I think it was Metroid Prime. There was an Easter egg where you could find it, and it says Project Dread is nearing completion. 20 years later, here we are. So Metroid, the title Dread has been something that has been big in the Metroid fandom for a long time. So that's why when it got announced, that it just blew up because of that. And like I said, if you haven't played Metroid, I still think it's worth the pick up. It gives you the recap that you need to understand what the hell's going on, and it's just a really fun game, and it's definitely challenging. I've literally died so many times thanks to those Emmys. I'll just get caught in a stupid situation, and I've died a couple times, like bosses and stuff, but like mostly the scorpion tail one. That one kind of annoying a little bit. I'm also bad at these games. Stuff.
The bosses are the Emmys, yes? Or are there actual other bosses besides the Emmys? There's actually
other bosses in
zones. Oh, that's a pain.
Yeah, so you have to kill the Emmys as like you basically have to eliminate all 7 Emmys across this, because when it comes to the Emmys were actually part of the Federation, the Galactic Federation, which is kind of like what Sam, she's a bounty hunter. That's who she's kind of employed by. Essentially, they hired her to take care of shit. They sent the Emmys to this planet to investigate, and it went radio silence because they all basically got taken under control by, I guess, whatever's the main problem here, Mother Brain, whatever it's
gotcha.
Gonna be. Obviously, I don't know that much. I'm still figuring that out. I'm still new to this. I'm not as in tuned with this storyline of Metroid. I the Metroid Primes is what I know a little bit more about. You mean as you're here, you're basically going to take out all the Emmys, and then you have all the side bosses throughout the whole area, and then there's I guess really who your main antagonist is going to be, which is like the Chozo warrior that you meet at the beginning, who basically beats the hell out of you. He's a cool like Ronin samurai looking dude, and he beats the fuck out of you. some alien. It's just one of the alien races in the series. But I mean, absolutely phenomenal game though. The background, like the graphics look unbelievably beautiful. I love all the sides, the backgrounds and everything that I've got to see so far. Cutscenes are absolutely fantastic. Definitely worth a pick up. If I had to rate it right now, I would honestly probably rate like a 9 out of 10. Legit. Like and that's coming from someone who's not a diehard Metroid fan, who just really appreciates it from a distance, but have never really like hardcore jumped into it. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's and I'm loving it, having a great time. But I think that's it really. I don't have anything else right now. Like I said, I'm only about 5 hours in, so maybe next week I'll have some more info for you. But I'm enjoying what I got so far. Looking forward to playing it here in a little bit.
Sounds good. I mean, all I can think is this. I always forget that Samus is apparently a bounty hunter.
Yep.
So it's just really weird to me that she just rolls up to a spaceship, kills all these people. No, she usually kills. She kills all these side bosses and then all these machines, and then just leaves.
Basically.
And then I'm just like, where's your proof that you took these people out? Samus, how do you make money? Because I never see you take anything as proof.
Maybe she's stalling the helmet, man, just recording the whole thing. And that is actually my whole mission. Like one of my main missions for this game is just getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Because like it gives you like the full global map, whatever, and you're at like the very bottom of these ruins, and it's just like Adam's just like, yo, you need to get to the top and get back to the ship. You need to get the hell out of here. Because I mean, because you do get fucked up right at the beginning. But that's a good question.